Hello, this video is about doing a stretch for your feet if you've got bunions. I would suggest that you use a loop resistance band. If you don't have a loop resistance band, you could use a long resistance band. You could also use a hairband and a hair bobble. These things all work. What we're looking for is something that we can hook around our big toes. So I'm going to demonstrate how you would do that with a long band without having to tie a knot in it, because it's a pain to untie it. But then I'm going to show you all the exercises using my trusty loop band. Let me become the headless feet. Right, if you're using this, we're going to hook the band around the big toe. And then you're just going to hold that crossed over. Simple as that. But let's get the looped band on. Right, so you loop the band on and then you stand with your feet however wide they need to be, depending on how big your band is. So if you've got quite a large band, your feet are going to be much wider apart. If you've got a really small band, your feet are going to be much closer together. And what we're looking for is some resistance that pulls the big toe out so we can spread the rest of the toes wide. Now, while you're doing this, you will be tempted to look down at your feet to watch what's happening, but what I would invite you to do is, can you stand tall while you do this? So that you're not looking down at your feet. And can we lift the toes up and place the toes down? Really simple movement. I'm going to stand at a slight angle so you can see that it's happening here, lifting and coming down. So I'm trying to get my big toe and little toe as far away from each other as I possibly can to get this nice stretch. So if you've got a bunion here, this big toe might not come out quite as wide as mine's coming out. It will totally depend on what's going on at your feet. What you don't want to be doing is causing yourself pain. It should feel like a nice releasing stretch. Then we're going to rock back and forward on our feet. So heels are lifting. So there's still a bit of tension in the bands there. Now if you feel wobbly when you do this, hold on to the wall. Stand close enough to the wall that you've got something to hold on to. So we're just rocking back and forward. So I'm not coming right up, I'm just going to go side on again. So I'm not coming right up onto my toes, just a little bit of a rock. But we are going to change that because I am going to come up onto the balls of the feet. So if you've got a bunion, this might not be possible. So you might do one foot and then the other foot, and just be more gentle with it. When you come up here, you're putting a lot more weight through your feet. But if you are able to come up here, I want you to think about as much of the ball of the foot here being able to be in contact with the floor as possible. Getting that nice stretch. Right, and then I'm going to bring it back to the centre. And then we're going to tap one toe out, bring it in, tap the other toe out. Alternating from side to side. So this is just really useful. Get a bit more of a stretch into your foot and building some strength in the muscles in our feet. Really important to do. So even if you didn't have a bunion, this exercise is really good for you to do, unless your feet are already really, really wide. But using a little bit of resistance just helps with building the arches. Now let's let that settle. Let's bring all the toes up. Now can we go from here and bring this big toe down and up? And again, notice if you're watching your feet, notice if your hands are getting really tight, and if your hands are getting tight, you shake off. Then hold that up. Then we're going to go little pinky toe down, toe next to it, toe next to it, toe next to it. So we've got 4 toes down with the big toe up. And then can we bring the big toe up and down? And again, notice what your hands are doing. Notice if you're holding your breath. Notice if you're watching your feet, and if you are, can you stand back up tall? And then bring that down. And just gently release your feet out from the band. And then just pedal the heels up and down a few times. And just notice how they feel after you've given them that wee stretch with the band. If you've got any questions on this, please do reach out to me, and I will see you on the next video.